What is going on, everyone? Supreme Kami here. The long awaited 5 weeks is finally over. I finally endured this 5 weeks where I am able to obtain the full set of the Astray No Name. So here we go. Here is all the material I have. So before I attain this over here, so let's do a quick recount of how many horrors I've spent throughout. So 15 material A, that's gonna be 22,500 for whatever that week span was. So that's quite a lot. And then for week number 2, material B, we are looking at 23. So we are looking at 34,500. Okay, they keep racking up. And week number 3 at just a little bit less. I don't think that was any good week. That was not a Sokai nor a Gundam Battle Festival, maybe. I could be wrong, right? So we're looking at 27,000. Okay, and that last week, yeah, last week you guys know I went a little bit deep on those banners, right? I did one first half of the what is it? What was that step up again? I kind of forgot, right? But I did that step up. I did a live stream over on the GNL Discord channel. I was planning to release that recording, but for some reason when I tried to record it in the OBS, it didn't really work out the way I wanted to. So like, I think the footage was kind of corrupted, but like the audio was good. So I'm like, I can't really do anything about that, right? So 38 material D. I actually had 48, but 10 of them I went into the Shar's Acetable pilot, so that's 10 off right there, but we're just gonna count it as 38. So 57,000. And then just this week, you guys should have saw my 2 submitting videos. The one for the the Kasai, that one was a banger. And then I did the 48-hour step up because I really needed a part for my build. So here we go, 20. So we are just looking at 30,000. So in total, the grand total horror spend for this last 5 weeks is 171,000. How many? I don't even know how many. I don't even know how I got so many horrors, but nonetheless, here we go. We're gonna do one. We're gonna get one piece of the head. Woo! I don't know if I will alter all of them right now. It really just depends, to be honest. I think for the backpack for sure, the custom E skill, because we don't know when is the next time they're gonna come around. Maybe it could be like, for example, next week, next month, or like next year, right? So I think my best bet is probably all trade them for now. Fortunately, the Kasai chest was good enough that I do not have to split my resources in between the Astray No Name. So that's gonna be a little bit fortunate for me. So I'll get the full set over here. There we go. Got the full set. And then as for the remaining, I'm gonna be going hand for the chest. I mean the leg. I just have just enough to get 3 more over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some merging materials. So items. Hold up. Before I do that, let me see. Let me see how many I need for the other ones. So for like material D, I can easily go back into give it to the other one. So let me go do that, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. So I have exactly 6 per each set, so I can do this. So I can grab 3 more. So I am up to 7 right now, right? I think. Let's get it, boys. Okay. So I have 7 legs. Wow, that's actually a lot. So now I need to get some L badges for these fellas over here. So I only have to material these. So wait, hold up. Okay. So I think I just have just enough to grab 2 more over here. And then I think I'll just get, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this too as well. This should be just enough. Just enough over here. And then first thing first, I'm not going to alterate it. I'm going to do a showcase for this guy over here. So I'm just going to build it straight on the spot. Let me see if I have a free slot over here. Here we go. We're going to do this. Look. And then Astray No Name over here. Hello? I just want to click it. Okay, auto build. So this one is the first time we have a backpack plus a altered integrated arm. So this, how does it look? Looks pretty cool, right? I think on the game itself, it like the pixel doesn't look as good. Like you guys see those lines over here. The actual plastic model kit, like the actual gunplay, actually does look fantastic, but on here it doesn't really do the job. Looks pretty good. So let's see. In terms of the EX skill, what do we have here? The nitro system over here. Raise your speed by 20, and then raise your shot attack by 40, and then reduce your melee defense by 30%. That will, I mean, it doesn't really matter if you're gonna be, if you don't get hit, you're pretty good. And then you're also gonna raise your grenade capacity by 25%. That is pre-alteration. I think right off of alteration, this one bumps up to a 45%. That's actually pretty good. But if we take a look, I have a good example for you all. Same situation, right? It's going to be this chest over here. If I can find it, right? Where's it? Oh, okay. The Delta Kai over here. A nitro system, the same thing over here. This one actually I did upgrade it just a little bit. This is literally the same effects. This one, instead of being a melee defense, this one is being a shot defense. So literally the same thing. If this one were to get an alteration, this would literally replace the No Name Astray, the Astray No Name head, right? So I would say these one a little bit more better because you can easily farm it. While this one does have the alteration, but then again, this one is the more expensive one, right? So if you guys want the same kind of EX skill, I would highly suggest you going for that Delta Kai over there. Alright, in terms of the backpack EX skill over here, what are we looking at? So you're going to be using the No Name units, that is the right arm, and then the nitro system to hit enemies. Whoa, they say enemies, so maybe this is the AoE. I don't know yet. I would actually hop into a battle just to test it out, and then hit your enemy with your blade dragoons and be smart gun. Raise your speed by 20% to your squad, and then raise shot attack with your squad by 20%. Not too shabby. So I think I'll equip this on a CD build, so hopefully I can get a lot of EX skill going on with this guy over here. It does look pretty cool. Like I gotta admit, it does look pretty cool. So we're gonna be right back as I hop into an event where we can show off the EX skill for the Astray No Name. Alright, we are back over here. I slapped this onto my CD kit over here, or my CD builds. So when one enemy is down, I will be able to get a cooldown for 43%. And I got 15% reduction over there. Another 41 of those. And then what is this one? Oh, this one is a golf custom, 20%. So in theory, we should be able to rapidly use the nitro system and the no name. I say no need. The No Name units in the back. So this one should be a pretty good showcase for him. I will run this on a multi-mission. Obviously not the perfect strike one, because that one is I can't beat it with just these two EX go over here. So alright, so we're gonna hop into one of those crew multi-missions, and then we will be right back. Alright, so I am not the EX stage of it. This is just a very hard. So we are looking. Just need to do some shooting action over here. So let me actually activate the nitro system. Ooh, I like how. Ooh, what? That looks so sick. What? This looks so amazing. Like the backpack unit and all that. Oh my gosh, let's use this. Deploy No Name units. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That looks pretty cool, actually. Not gonna lie. This looks amazing, actually. Like this actually looks menacing. Like those purplish infect parts. Wow, that looks cool. Not gonna lie, that looks really cool. Like I always thought like a straight unit or more of like a melee build, but this one came out from, I forgot which build series this was. I think this one, I can't actually remember now. Which build series this was? Gosh, I'm trying to think. Is it from Re-Rise or no? This one is some build divers. Yeah, build divers. There you go. That one guy that is not. He wasn't. He wasn't like the antagonist. He's more of like one of those people you have to get him onto the team ish kind of stuff. He's like the one that kind of was into the original. What was their system called? I forgot, man. Like I have a brain fart right here talking about it. Let's do this again. Yeet. That looks so sick. Let's do this again. Yeet 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 yeet. Hit him with those big beam right there. Let's get it, boys. Man, I really wish we could get the gun, but I think the gun is. Oh no, the gun is actually from the arm itself. So, if you would have seen that gun itself, that would have looked amazing. Let's do this. Nice. Like it looks so empty when the arms are not deployed. Like why? Why they gotta do this to him? But overall, like if they would have released the Astray No Name like the next version, from the re-rise, oh that would have been sick because that one can actually transform. There's a chameleon mode, like one on the front and one in the back. Oh, that one would have been sick. But when that time comes, I think they do release a lot of stuff for like the Build Diver series, or like the Build Fighters, Build Divers, and Re-rise already. So we should be able to see those pretty soon. But hopefully, they don't put this as a form of a build project because a lot of people cannot really take advantage of it. So we're gonna finish things out one last time with the casting EXQ over here. Alright, let's do this one last time and see what is the output here. Not too bad. I did have the job gauge up. Don't expect too much of an output from this one over here because this is my CD build, so a lot of my important traits are not there. But look at that menacing pose over there. That looks so sick. So the very last thing we are going to talk about is going to be alterating this guy over here. Up to a 5 weeks period. So I obviously reviewed this guy like on week 1 when it came out. So how is it right now compared to what we had 5 weeks ago? I would say the very last week they decided to drop a bombshell on us. They obviously the Kasai Gundam. I would say the chest of the Kasai Gundam kind of overshadowed this one by a landslide. Because if we take a quick look, just another quick review, they slap on a for computer. Like obviously you wouldn't run for computer in any of a shop build. Maybe you can, in certain situations you can do that. But I would say this one is a really devastating shop to the Astray No Name over here because even though this one still holds the highest stat, I think coming in at 6k, but for usability, I will go for the Kasai chest for sure because this one is locked to a backpack and locked to a T attribute. There's just too many restrictions where we want to turn away from this chest over here. So now that the Kasai chest is released, I wouldn't have to go for this one over here. So the main part, I would say the leg is still one of the top contender to be alteration. If you guys are watching this far already, the leg is something you would want to alterate because A, you have good set of vortex already, it's exclusive for for computer. High firepower, right? So these are two prominent stable tags you can run in your shop build, and that's what you really want. And then as for the EXQ over here, these are really common traits you really activate when you have Ace exclusive. 100% of the time when you guys are running shop build, Ace exclusive will be one of the tags you are using. So this one over here is obviously good to go. In terms of the second part trait, melee attack down by 10%. Obviously that doesn't really affect too much of yourself unless you are doing cussing EXQ that has involved some part of melee attack. Then in that regard you would do a tiny bit of like the overall cussing EXQ damage, but otherwise I would say having this 20% up is really nice. So the leg is one of the one you would on the alterate. As for the cussing EXQ, yeah, it just really depends on the user. So I would say the stat itself is not anything too impressive, even though I mean you can kind of subslot it in a way, but you're gonna have to find something that has a pretty good portrait, right? That has a good portrait to begin with, because you wouldn't want to put this on the main build, or otherwise you're gonna lose some good stat for your arms. So I would say this alterated, I will alterate like this one. This one is really personal to you all. If you're gonna alterate it just purely for the cussing EXQ, by all means you can do that, but for these I'll leave that up to you guys. But for any of the other parts, I would say the leg is something you want to do first. So look at this, so I have 7 leg over here. So I will actually max out everything over here just to give you guys a good barometer of what we're looking at. So I'm gonna alterate 2 of these over here. And then I'm gonna cut back to the part where I have everything kind of like laying out and all that good stuff. So let me do one more leg and then we will make the final cut. Alright, so we are back. So I got all the resources, got all the bit marks. So I'm just gonna do this on live right now. Upgrade this over here. So it's gonna cost me 5 million. I think I should have enough capital to make it all the way through. So I'm gonna have to upgrade this to level 90 as well as speeding in all those parts. I forgot about that. So I gotta feed in all these parts over here. I got 5 parts to feed in. So this will raise me up to that level 6, which is a pretty sweet spot. Because anything after level 6, you're gonna need 2 dupes to kind of level them up to all the way up to level 10. So it's gonna be a grind, I would say. But having it to that level 6, I would say, is a pretty sweet spot already. So not too many things to complain about that over here. So I would like to see what is the final result in terms of stat and all that. So level 6 over here. So gonna need 2 dupes in order to get to level 7, but we will not be worrying about that at this point. So this cost me 9 million from level 1 to 95 and then feeding all those dudes. This is a really expensive project. And then if you ask me right now, so is this something worth getting at this point in time? Probably not. If I'm looking back, if I knew 5 weeks from now we're going to be getting something that much better, I would tell myself like, all right, I think I'll save up for example, this week, right? We got the Kasai Gundam. And then next thing, like next week, they're gonna release. I'm pretty sure they have planted what is gonna be our next build project already. And then 5 weeks down the line, I'm gonna say, yep, this is another one of those shaft already, where there was a better part already, right? So that's not good at all. Um, the only build project right now, as of right now, that does not have an alteration on release is actually another Astray. So it's the Sengoku Astray that is yet to have an alteration release. I think when they initially made him, that's my speculation, right? I think initially they made him a little bit too good. That's why they want to hold off on the alteration. But that really doesn't justify that, because right after they released Sengoku Astray, all the other build project has their what you might call it, alteration right off the bat, like right on release, letting us know the full detail of it, whether or not you want to get it or not. I would say getting one part or two, like focusing. I would say right now, if you're a big fan of the Astray No Name, obviously you want to get the full set. But if you just purely want the stat, the leg is the only one you would want to get. So let's see what we're rocking with over here. So after a level 5 and a sub slot to itself, we are looking at 3800, which is not too bad. And then for the shot defense, we are looking at 66k, or 6600, which is not too bad. I think adding on to those change gear, which will make a pretty good set of leg over here. And then as of right now, I'm not sure where I want to place this leg at the moment, so I think I'll just have it chill here for now. So with that being said, this is a in-depth video for the Astray No Name Gundam over here, and then what to alternate and whatnot. Overall, this kit does look pretty promising. In terms of the overall design, actually 10 out of 10, with being like a little cloak-ish kind of thing on the right hand arm. And then as for the part, like as many mentioned, the leg is probably the one you want to go for as of right now. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short video dedicating to the Astray No Name over here. And then I will catch you guys on the next one.